Hey guys, Miss Haggard here, and I'm going to read What If You Have Animal Eyes, and think of different things that animals use their eyes for, and what would happen if you had different animals' eyes. What if one day you woke up with the eyes on your face weren't yours? What if overnight a wild animal's eyes took their place? A chameleon. A chameleon's eyes stick out like twin telescopes. These cone-shaped bumps are actually fused together eyelids that are open just enough to peek through. This limits the chameleon's view, but these eyes can do something tricky. Each eye moves separately. That way, the chameleon can look for prey, such as crickets, in two directions at once. When a chameleon spots prey, it focuses both eyes on it. That way, it doesn't miss catching a meal. If you had chameleon eyes, you could look around the toy store fast to find exactly what you want. The golden eagle. A golden eagle has laser sharp vision. This bird can see up to 8 times better than most people. It can also spot its prey up to 2 miles away. In a flash, the golden eagle can shift its eyes from focusing on something far away to something up close. This is perfect for keeping an eye on and catching a fast hopping rabbit. A golden eagle's eyes have a third eyelid that sweeps across the eyes like windshield wipers, keeping them clean. If you had golden eagle eyes, you could sit up way high at the top of the stadium and still be able to see the football game. Dragonfly. A dragonfly's eyes are huge. They have to be, because each dragonfly eye has up to 310,000 tiny lenses. A human eye only has one. Scientists aren't sure how a dragonfly's brain creates images from all of those lenses, but they do believe having so many lenses lets the dragonfly spot movement fast. That's how a dragonfly can see a mosquito in time to catch it. A dragonfly has 3 extra eyes that help guide its flight path by sensing bright light and shadows. If you had dragonfly eyes, you would be a star reporter because you'd never miss any of the action. The clouded leopard. A clouded leopard's eyes have a special mirror-like layer at the back. This layer reflects light back through the retina, the part of the eye packed with light-sensing cells. This helps the clouded leopard see well in the dim light at nighttime. That mirror-like layer is also what makes the clouded leopard's eyes seem to glow. The clouded leopard has slit-shaped pupils, openings where the light enters the eye. These can expand about 100 times to let in more light. A human's round pupils only expand about 10 times. If you had clouded leopard eyes, you'd never be surprised in a dark, haunted house. The bullfrog. A bullfrog's eyes are on top of its head, so the frog can hide underwater and still watch out for enemies. Its eyes are also wide apart. That way, a bullfrog can see nearly all the way around itself without turning. But these eyes help a bullfrog do more than just see. When a bullfrog swallows, it closes its big eyes. Its eyes sink down through the openings in its skull and help push meals down its throat. A bullfrog's eyes each have a third see-through eyelid. When a bullfrog dives into water, these eyelids slide over its eyes, the perfect built-in swim goggles. If you had bullfrog eyes, a blink would let you swallow a big bite. Eyes helping you swallow, that's kind of weird. The four-eyed fish. A four-eyed fish really has only 2 eyes, but each eye has 2 different parts. Each of these 4 eye parts has its own pupil. The fish keeps half of each eye underwater, looking for the insects and smaller fish it eats. It keeps the other half of each eye above the water, watching for birds and other predators that are after a fish dinner. The 4-eyed fish usually travel in groups called schools, so there are always lots of eyes watching in every direction. If you had 4-eyed fish eyes, you could read a book while riding your bike and never take your eyes off the road. The yellow mongoose. A yellow mongoose's eyes have rectangular pupils. This gives it a very wide view of the world. That means a mongoose can easily spot insects and lizards to catch and eat. It also helps watch for hunters, such as jackals, sneaking up from the far left and right. When there is danger, its special eyes also help spot escape routes. The yellow mongoose is mainly active during the daytime when it can see best. To see farther and peek over the bushes, the yellow mongoose stands up tall on its hind feet. If you had yellow mongoose eyes, you could always win at laser tag. The colossal squid. A colossal squid has the biggest eyes in the world. Each eye is as big as a soccer ball. At the back of each eye is a part that produces its own light. It's like having built-in flashlights that are always on and glowing brightly. This makes it easy for the colossal squid to find fish to eat, even though it lives down deep in the ocean where it's dark. Scientists can't take photos of living colossal squids because they live so deep underwater. Our closest peek is seeing their cousin, the giant squid, but their eyes cannot produce light. If you had colossal squid eyes, you could go on nighttime hikes without a flashlight. The llama. A llama has black bubble-like crystals that form a fringe at the top and the bottom of its pupils, where light enters the eyes. In bright sunlight, these crystals turn into bands that stretch across the pupils. These bands block so much light from entering the llama's eyes that it's like having built-in super dark sunglasses. A llama's thick bushy eyelashes also make a great sunshade. The llama's extra long lashes let it feel when it's getting close to something so it doesn't get poked in the eye. If you had llama eyes, you wouldn't be blinded by the bright spotlights during your big solo. The desert horned viper. A desert horned viper's eyes have clear eyelids that do not open or close. That means this snake cannot blink to clean its eyes, but it doesn't need to. Its eyelids work like safety goggles. Because it lives in hot deserts, the viper usually waits until it's colder at night to go hunting. Then this snake slits pupils open wide so it can find a mouse or lizard for dinner. Each time a desert horned viper sheds its scaly skin for a new one, it gets brand new clear eyelids too. If you had horned viper eyes, you wouldn't need safety goggles for science experiments. A tarsier. A tarsier's eyes are a huge part of its little body. Its giant eyes and large pupils are perfect for hunting tiny insects during the dark night. A tarsier can't move its eyes because of how its skull bones support them. Luckily, it can turn its head far enough around to look over its shoulder and see what's behind it. That way, it can keep an eye out for predators such as large cats and large snakes. Each of Tarsier's giant eyes weighs more than its brain. If you had tarsier eyes, you could easily watch for base stealers in time to throw them out. Wild animals' eyes could be fun for a while, but you don't need your eyes to light the way or to look in two different directions at once. And you'll never use your eyes to spot something 2 miles away or to help you swallow your dinner. So if you keep wild animal eyes for more than one day, what kind would be right for you? So what do you think you would keep? If you could keep animal eyes, which ones would work best for you?